Versatile Mage. Chapter 188 Sealing off the area. I'll protect you, just use your thunderbolt and blow them away. Zhao Mannion said. An intermediate lightning mage shouldn't be afraid of these little magic beings, right? No. The power of thunderbolt is too strong. It'll destroy their bodies. I don't want to become a murderer. Mo Fan exclaimed. Just now, it looked like she began to shed after she bumped into the light element magic. I think these creatures that possess others are very scared of light magic, the oval-faced girl observed. Mo Fan glanced at her. Zhao Mannion interrupted with a smile and said, "Let me introduce you, this is my girlfriend." "I've met her," Mo Fan said in a bad temper. When school started, Zhao Mannion had brought her back to the dorm several times, and even had a couple of meals there. Mo Fan did not remember what her name was. "Hey, it's my first time meeting you, though." The girl looked at Mo Fan in surprise. He coughed to himself. "Let's deal with this matter in front of us first. These 6 green demonesses are still." Zhao Mannion changed the topic just in time. Unfortunately, before he could finish what he said, 2 claws suddenly punched through the door. The claws crossed left and right, tearing a couple of holes into the wooden door. The 3 people who were discussing how to deal with them were now visible to the demonesses beyond. Their faces naturally changed. Mo Fan took the initiative and finished chanting his magic. In his hand, a lightning trace appeared. Zhao Mannion immediately put his girlfriend behind him as a golden facula emerged on his fingertip. The faces of the 2 were relatively solemn. After all, this was no longer a laughing matter. Dazzle, purification. Zhao Mannion shot out the facula on his fingertip. The point of light turned into a relatively slow pellet as it flew straight into the big mouth of one of the green demonesses. The green demoness didn't know what it had swallowed. When Zhao Mannion snapped his finger, her stomach suddenly bloated. A needle-like radiance shone out of her pores. The green demoness covered her swollen stomach with her hands in agony. This radiance possessed a very effective purifying power, especially since the dazzle had entered her body. It was very likely that it had purified all of the blood in her body. This green demoness was boiling in internal agony. Her claws began to tear apart some of the vicious scales on her body. She seemed to want to return the body to the girl she was possessing. The lightning strike that Mo Fan was in control of was still suspended in the air. He did not throw it out yet. Mo Fan himself had spent a lot of effort just to get rid of one green demoness. Zhao Mannion had used the lowest of the dazzle spells to quickly kill one. Dazzle, Purify was actually the first level of dazzle. This kind of parasitic demon seems to be extremely afraid of light. "Fan Mo, it seems like you found a good partner." "Oh, I should call you Mo Fan," Lingerling said through the Bluetooth earphone. Mo Fan nodded. The lightning strike had turned into numerous electrical snakes as it flew toward the green demoness. Mo Fan was also very clear that even if dazzle was very effective, it would still not be able to finish off 6 demons at once. "Be careful." The oval-faced girl turned pale with fear as she watched the demonesses in the back charging at them with vicious looks. Their speed was relatively quick. Mo Fan and Zhao Mannion both dealt with 1 each. However, they could not stop the other 4. Those used the walls as they charged toward Zhao Mannion and Mo Fan. Just as Mo Fan was about to retreat, he suddenly thought back to Dean Zhu, who had told him that the Blood Beast boots were able to pull off a kick of incredible power. With a thought, Mo Fan could feel his own mana being taken away, followed by an incredible energy bubbling forth in his leg, causing the muscles there to swell up. Mo Fan waited for the right opportunity before he jumped up to do a roundhouse kick. The bloody radiance let out a scarlet light at the moment Mo Fan kicked. Mo Fan's heel smashed into a demoness head with the power of a wild beast, accompanied by an incredible red fluctuation. The red aura enhanced Mo Fan's kick by many times. Bang! Herk! A heavy noise was heard, followed by the horrifying sound of bones breaking. The green demoness face had warped. Its entire body flew from one side of the hall to the other. Ice spread, cover. Mo Fan was still infatuated with the invigorating feeling of the kick when the oval-faced girl completed her spell. Frost quickly began to fall, covering the entire place. The floor immediately turned into layers of ice. This ice spread up the walls, and the walls within the hall completely froze over. The ice spread's effect wasn't very obvious, but the remaining 3 demonesses' movements had slowed down a lot. Originally, their claws allowed them to climb on the walls, ceiling, and be very nimble on the ground. However, after the ice spread, their claws were completely unable to latch on. One of the green demonesses fell down from the wall, knocking right into the one paralyzed by Mo Fan's lightning strike. Primary magic definitely could not kill these green demonesses, except for Zhao Manyan's light magic. As long as the dazzles hit them, the green demonesses would immediately fall to the ground in unspeakable pain. Zhao Manyan's chanting speed was relatively quick. The second dazzle was completed and finished off yet another one. With the 3 of them cooperating, dealing with the 6 green demonesses was suddenly nothing too dangerous. After Mo Fan saw a golden ray emerging from the golden shield on Zhao Manyan's body, his face betrayed his sudden recognition. So you're also an intermediate magician. Why didn't you do anything during the rookie beast battle competition? This holy shield was an intermediate light spell. Mo Fan had noticed that his roommate had concealed an incredible strength from the very beginning, and now, after he saw Zhao Manyan using the intermediate spell of the light element, he had finally verified his suspicions. I'm an intermediate light magician, what's the use for us? Furthermore, why would I step on the table of a brother? Zhao Manyan cursed him back. Mo Fan thought about it. An intermediate light magician's role in a team was crucial. If one fought by themselves, they'd be a free sandbag. The gazes returned once more to the green demonesses that were currently shedding. Maybe it was because the girls' basketball uniforms were relatively elastic, but when they had finished shedding, the uniforms were still intact. However, the mucus covering them still looked incredibly gross. Shit, just what kind of creature is this? How can they turn jade-like girls into that kind of thing? Zhao Manyan said, it's a contagious parasitic type demon. The people affected by this in this gymnasium are not small. Does the school know? I've contacted them, they should be taking measures. Do you guys hear something? Mo Fan asked suddenly. I also heard it. It sounds like the automatic doors are being turned on. Just when Mo Fan was about to check what was going on, Lingerling spoke up in Mo Fan's ear. Mo Fan, all of the exits in the gymnasium have been sealed. Sealed? Mo Fan was dumbstruck. It was decided by the school and the Hunter Union. They cannot let anyone with the blood of the parasite come out, or they will cause even more trouble. They had to resort to sealing off the place. Lingerling said. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.